impressive Victorian buildings here in Belfast. On the front steps, the statue is of the Speaker, whilst the 5 large lights he faces opposite are called hecklers. Until the 1950s, this area was Belfast's version of Speaker's Corner in London.
Look, the guy's like trying to work in there.
Or rejoining us here.
It's computers and stuff.
Just ahead and on the left is a large ceramic fish.
Fish! There's the fish!
By Belfast artist John Hindus.
What's up, fish?
The river Lagan.
Fish was out of water.
It is also said that if you kiss the salmon of knowledge, you will become more intelligent. That's as believable as the story of the Blarney Stone. Also on your left-hand side is the Lagan Weir, completed in 1994 at a cost of £14 million. But it turned out to be money well spent, as it now keeps the River Lagan at an artificial high tide. Because the river is now cleaner, salmon were able to be reintroduced to the river in 1994, after an absence of over 200.
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. Never having mixed with people of a different religion. It is a problem that still needs addressed. But the success of the Northern Ireland education system when compared to other regions means that the powers that be are loath to mess with the system too much in case they mess it up for future generations. But it's little wonder when people come to Belfast for the first time, they seem overly concerned about what religion people might be. Really, it matters so very little. They find it equally friendly and equally welcoming. Belfast people are the complete opposite of city dwellers in general, in that they would much prefer to engage with visitors than to ignore them. And when they hear that you've got an accent different from theirs, they will butt in it. You haven't been to that dome, don't leave Belfast until you have. A little tour guide out there called Jerry to tell you everything you're looking at. So our stop 20 is on the left, and our next stop is our last stop, which is stop number. Our buses leave stop number 1 on the hour and on the half hour. So they're leaving 30 minutes apart. Now, in an ideal world, they'll get to every bus stop 30 minutes apart. But the ideal world doesn't allow for traffic and slow drivers, so we do aim for it. They're coming into view on the left-hand side, very soon, the largest Celtic cross in Ireland. It's on the north transept of St Anne's Cathedral. And at the top of the cathedral is the spire of hope, with hope being for peace worldwide. The spire lights up at night, so if you ever think you're lost in Belfast, just walk towards the spire, and you'll be walking towards Cathedral Quarter, and it's fast becoming the new nightlife centre in Belfast for those people with a little bit more money than most, where you will pay a little bit more for a night out in Cathedral Quarter. But some people it seems to be worth it, the place to be seen at the weekend. Over 30 restaurants, and no, I think there's 25 pubs, the last count. One of the pubs is called the Duke of York, and it is surrounded by some of the most interesting of the non-political murals.
I've heard that they're placing.
And they also have inside it the biggest section of Guinness memorabilia in Ireland.
We're going
That's
now.
down
I am the new Duke of York, so.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
It's about a 3-minute walk from our stop number 1, which is our last, and our only stop on this tour.
So we'll plan on going there at night?
Now, further ahead, you've got 3 entries that take you into Cathedral Quarter, Commercial Court Exchange Place and Waring Street. Waring Street was one of the first
original
streets ever in Belfast. We're not going that way though, we're going to the right, up to Royal Avenue. It's pretty much a disaster with the First World War and the destruction of the Second World War during the Blitz. Belfast was pretty much demolished. Then you had 30 years of conflict. But thankfully the 21st century has started really, really well. More people coming to Belfast now than ever before. Last year, 73 ships docked in Belfast. This year, in fact, even more. So there's a massive worldwide Irish diaspora. Some 60 million people worldwide, not just claiming an Irish ancestry, but incredibly proud to have an Irish, an Ulster Scots ancestry. In America they simply call it the Scots Irish. But regardless of what they call it, the past had wanted to come to Belfast but couldn't because of the violence.
Oh, really?
On the right, a typical Victorian building built in 1888. That was the Central Library. As I said, our next stop is our last stop and only stop on this tour anyway, so we'll have to stop there. Now, straight ahead, you can see some of the old Victorian buildings, but if you look to the right, over your right shoulder, it's not hard to tell where bombs landed during the Blitz of 1941. When they came to rebuild Belfast after the war, it was with little money. And the industries had pretty much died out too. When they filled the gaps caused by the Luftwaffe, it was with inferior buildings. Buildings that could never hold a candle to what were meant to be the history. Victoria and Belfast was gone forever. But thankfully, things have changed dramatically for Belfast, with more people coming here now than ever before. And if they can come here with an open mind, us having 2 different and distinct traditions can prove to be an advantage. There's always something on in cultural entertainment. Whether it's an orange parade, an Irish dancing competition, traditional Irish music, or an Ulster Scots recital, there are festivals galore. Into the right, the Castle Court Shopping Centre, one of the 2 large shopping centres. The Victoria Square one would be the more upmarket shopping centre with a glass dome on top of it. Down to the right, between Tesco's and Primark, you've got Kelly's Cellars, one of the 6 pubs in Belfast, claiming to be the oldest. None of them ever seem to claim to be the best.
Here's where
They want to be the oldest.
that guy was.
Down to the left is where we finished the tour. So you just remain seated until we manoeuvre into position.
Excuse me.
We are? Come on, we can do like this. Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Whew. Oh my goodness.
That's why that's it.
It's a three-person job. Wonder how long. Can you imagine how long it would take them to do that? These guys it take a long time to wash all that. It'd take a long time to wash all that, wouldn't it? How long does it take them to wash this whole thing?
Well, they have to do that roof there, they have to do that roof there, they have to do the outside and the inside here.
Wow.
About 30 man days, so 10 days for a 3-man team.
30-man days. How long? 30 days.
Missing our
Level 7.
Wrong button.
Doors opening. Going up. Please mind the doors. Doors closing. Going up. Level 9. Doors opening.